In this video, I have a crazy DeAndre Jordan build for you, but every dunk is +1 upgrade. You heard that right, we'll be starting out as a 60 overall DeAndre Jordan inside center build. And every single time I get a dunk in an online game, I will be going up 1 overall. So if I get 0 dunks, I have to stay at my current overall. But if I get 10 dunks in a game, I am going up 10 overalls. Throughout this video, you'll see me struggling as a 60 overall, as well as thriving once I hit 99. I also end up applying my cap breakers throughout this video. You guys are gonna see the entire process. As I'm recording this, there is a double level event in Pro-Am, so that is where we will be doing this challenge. But let me tell you, it was not easy to hop on a 60 overall and try to get dunks. Not wasting any more of your time though. This video is a ton of fun to film, so drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on. We're still going crazy all through 2K25. And without further ado, let's check out this DeAndre Jordan build that we will be using. All right, so here's the build we are starting out on. 60 overall, we have an 84 close shot, the Paint Prodigy badge. We have a 73 driving dunk to give us posterizer, 90 standing dunk, gives us all those standing big man contact animations that we could need. Also, 73 driving dunk might not seem like a lot, but you do get the park dunks on this build with the 70, and our vertical will help a lot. You get some super glitchy animations. If you watch some of my other inside center builds like this, the dunking is going to be insane. You guys are going to see it throughout the video, but obviously on a DeAndre Jordan build, we are not shooting. And then for the playmaking, I wanted to be able to use this build as a center build outside of this challenge as well, so I threw a 92 pass accuracy on there, giving us Hall of Fame dimer, which I will use my max +1 on to get to legend. Defense, solid across the board. We are 7 foot with a max wingspan. We're going to be getting a ton of stops in the paint. I did just hit veteran 1, but when I hit veteran 2, I'll have 5 more cap breakers. I will be throwing those on block, giving us some more defensive badges. And then the 94 offensive rebound, 90 defensive rebound. I'll use my +5 cap breakers on offensive rebound to get that to 99. Giving us the legend rebound badges. Physicals are pretty typical for a center, but I will be using my season level 40 cap breakers on strength to get that to 96. And I have my weight high enough that if they keep adding those every season at level 40, I'll be able to get it all the way to a 99. Not gonna go too much more in depth about this build. I will have a full build video on this coming out, and I'll attach it to the end of this video if it's out by the time you guys watch it. Not much more to say about this though. Let's get right into our first game. All right, so here we are getting to our first Pro-Am game. We are going to be on the Bronny team. I was using this for my 60-99 overall, no money spent Bronny build as well. But we'll be using it in this video, and as you can see, we're 0-0. And there we are on our 60 overall build. And of course, we're in Pro-Am in a double level event. We have a super comp team right away. But realistically, the goal is not to win. Obviously, winning would be nice, but the goal is to get as many dunks as possible and start upgrading this build. Because the more dunks we get, the easier it gets. And we do start this challenge out on offense, giving my point guard. I'm going to be quick slipping all game. We start out right away with our first dunk of the video. And just like that, after that dunk, we are already a 61 overall. Some of these earlier games were not easy ones to win because my build was not good yet, but I did include every dunk that I got and also some layups here and there, but I cut out the majority of stuff that was not fun to watch. And trust me, there was plenty of it that was not fun to watch early on. It was really tough to get this started though, because like this, I'm wide open, but my guy's still laying it up just because my dunk rating starts out so low. But you guys will see that quickly goes up. And once that starts getting upgraded, we start winning more. It's just early on when it's tough, and these guys are really good that we're playing against. Definitely not the place for a 60 overall build, but we're going to get through it. But as you can see, we are down 9-6 here. I'm going to be quick slipping all video. There's another one wide open, 62 overall, just like that. I will be showing you guys the upgrade screen in between each game. You'll see my upgraded overall there, as well as in between each game in the player intros. But even as a 60 overall, we're snagging boards, 7 foot with a max wingspan. I love to see it. This build is super promising, and I can't wait to get more gameplay out on it. You really don't need to be able to shoot on a center this year to be good. Dominating the paint, grabbing every rebound, and dotting your teammates is a super efficient play style, but as you can see, we're not winning our first game on the 60 overall. That's okay though, because we did end up getting 2 dunks that game, so we're going to be able to upgrade from a 60 to a 62 overall, and each attribute is honestly way more than I even realized. Like you're going to see right here, look at how much we can go up. We are going to be able to bring our standing dunk all the way up to an 84 overall just to make us that 62. This is going to help a lot. I definitely wanted to go into standing dunk first. The more dunks, like I said, the more dunks we get, the faster this video, the easier it's going to be. We still kind of suck in every other aspect, but at least we have an 84 standing dunk. Getting to the next game, you can see we're a 62 overall. I'm not going to show their team name. I'm going to have that blocked out the whole game. Just really not something you can put on YouTube. But besides that, you can see the team we are playing against here. And now that we have that 84 standing dunk, I'm really hoping to get more dunks. There is a few games throughout the video where we get like 6 or 7. Stick around for that, but let's see what we can get done this game. First possession on offense here. As you can see, we're already down 2-0, but my point guard is going to hit me, and I'm going to get a nice, easy little standing dunk. Just like that, after that one, we were a 63 overall, throwing it down court, dotting my point guard, grabbing the offensive rebound, and putting that one back up. Even though we didn't dunk it, I'm still happy with that. Just shows how promising this build is, even as a 62 overall. Spamming another quick slip, another standing dunk. The score is only 4-6, and we are already +2 overalls in this game. It wasn't all this easy, though, and I'm not going to lie to you, I cut out quite a bit of the misses. But there was a lot of forcing up layups, forcing up standing dunks that just didn't go in. Not always smooth, but people don't want to watch the misses. They want to watch me grab offensive rebounds and throw down the putback dunk, giving us our third of the game. There was a ton of plays just like this one right here, though, where I go into a dunk animation and get taken out just because I don't have the badges or the overalls quite yet. But we got to get these tough games out of the way to get to the good ones. My lockdown stopped playing here, giving them a wide open 3. That's all right, though, because we are getting 3 whole overalls better after that game, which is going to bring us from a 62 overall all the way up to a 65 overall. So let's see what we can get for that. We are now able to completely max our standing dunk and get our driving dunk all the way up to 55. Again, not super solid in any of the other categories, but dunking is what's important right now. That being said, we are a 65 overall, so let's get into the next game. Even without badges upgraded, I noticed a huge difference having the 90 standing dunk. As you can see, he's standing there, but I'm going right over the top of him, giving us another +1 upgrade. The downside to not having a whole lot of badges, though, is stuff like this happens. I get all the way down to the paint wide open, and I'm still just laying it up. That's one that I really want to be a dunk. But we were forcing it through me a lot. I was telling my teammates to try to score, to try to take some of the attention off me, but we're down 9-19. These guys kind of flooded us, and we do get out of that one. Only making one dunk, which does only let us get from a 65 to a 66 overall. But even though it's only 1 overall, we are going to be able to upgrade our driving dunk all the way up to a 70. I mentioned earlier on does give us the city park dunks, and some of them are super glitchy on builds this tall. They give you a lot of really, really fast animations, throwing you to the hoop really quick. Basically, what I'm getting at is that 70 feels a lot higher than 70. And with us getting into game 3, I do start to notice a difference. And getting into this game here, as you can see, we are in our 66 overall after those last upgrades. And this is the team we're going to be going up against, trying to get as many dunks as possible, get us out of the 60s, which, as you can see, we are playing against an inside center, which really is not ideal for what we're trying to do here. But getting into this one, we are going to make it work. Starting out on defense, their guard's going to dribble around and then end up going baseline here, tossing up a little midi fade, and he's knocking that down to start up the game 2-0. But we are coming back down on offense. I'm going to set a screen for the guard, and as soon as I see that center take a step up, I'm going right to the paint for a nice, easy, or what I thought would be a nice, easy dunk before he blocked it. I'm pretty sure he ends this game with like 7 blocks, which is actually crazy. With my 90 standing dunk, he was still sending everything back. I shouldn't say everything, though. As you see here, I'm dotting my point guard, cutting back to the paint, and getting a nice dunk over both of them, giving us +1 upgrade in the game already, and it's only 2-7. A huge reason to have such a big inside center build like this is because of the pass accuracy. Legend Dimer gives for a gigantic green window. I'm going to dot my teammate here wide open. My pass accuracy is not even maxed yet, and I'm already throwing fast passes. Just wait till you see that thing on a 92. Here it is again, though, wide open dunk, chases it down. Like I said, this dude was actually blocking everything. He had a really good build, props to him. But I love the build we got over here too. As you can see, stealing the inbound pass, hitting my guard. He's gonna hit me right back, and I'm gonna dunk that, giving us another +1 upgrade. Coming down again, my guard should have taken this, but he was forcing it to me, trailing. I'm gonna get blocked on a chase down again. I'm not exact, you might see it at the end of the game. I think he actually finished with 7 blocks. But either way, 9-11 here. This guy's gonna cook up, try to score on my lockdown. He hits a snatch back behind the back, shoots over him, and hits a tight contested. So after he knocks that down, we are down 9-14. Kind of a crazy shot over somebody that has 99 perimeter and 6'7" max wingspan. But that's all right. We are coming down. I'm going to miss my first layup, grab the offensive rebound, put it right back up, making it 11-16. Really wanted to make sure my teammates start getting involved, because if we force it to me every time, they're just going to sit in the paint. So my guard hits a 3, putting us down by 2. We did end up getting a stop. Back down on offense, going to slip, get behind the center a little bit. My guard's going to hit me, and I get a nice standing dunk, giving us another +1. He's going to back me down. I'm low overall. I don't have great interior defense yet, and lay that one up, putting them up 18-16. And then we are back down on offense, getting right into the pick and roll. My guard's going to use the screen, go and fade in the right corner, wide open, knocks it down, putting us up 1. Now at this point, I really want to get a stop. I want to get the first win of the video. Our overall is getting up a little bit. It's time to start winning. So we are locked in on defense, not letting any 3s up. At this point, we're definitely okay with them taking a 2. It extends the game, and we're pretty confident in hitting a 3 on offense. So I'm jumping at the guard. Probably didn't need to, but he hits the center on a slip, and that makes it 20-19, giving us the ball back. My guard hits me on the pick and roll. He blocks it again, but we still have the ball. Gonna go back into the pick and roll. He's gonna hit me on the slip again, trying to force something in the paint, but he relocates over to the corner, wide open, and knocks down the three to win the game. And that is gonna be our first win of the video. But not only that, we did get some more dunks that game, so we're able to upgrade our build even further. 3 dunks means 3 attribute upgrades. We are able to go from a 66 all the way to a 69 overall. Now I'm still gonna go into anything that helps me dunk more, so I'm maxing my driving dunk, and I'm gonna put my vertical up to an 81, and then start working on rebound a little bit. We are able to get that to a 74. After all those upgrades and the VC spent, leaves us at a 69 overall getting into the next game. Starting out the next game with a bang, a nice backdoor cut, standing dunk. After that dunk, we will be a 70 overall when I'm able to upgrade after the game. But we are not stopping there. I really want to try to get as many as I can every single game. So I'm hitting the slip, pretty open. He gets there though and makes me take a layup. Still knocking it down. Like I said, at the end of the day, I still want to win the games. So even if I'm not getting a ton of dunks every single game, as long as we're winning, I'm happy. But there's another one, and we do stuff like that, makes it even better. Also puts us up 8-3 in the game. Up 8-3 until the guard combos up. Ends up finding himself wide open on the left wing and knocking that down to make it 8-6. Back down on offense, center can't seem to figure out how to guard the pick and roll or the slip, so I'm going to be wide open under the paint again, giving us another attribute upgrade. People that comment hate every single video about inside centers don't understand. If I set the screen, if the center doesn't step up, my guard's wide open, and if he does step up, I'm wide open on the roll. These inside centers are a lot better than people realize this year. Everybody seems to think if you can't shoot, then you're not viable, but I'm telling you right now, that's just really not the case. So if you just want to dominate the paint, you're not worried about shooting, but you want to grab every rebound, dunk a lot of stuff, and throw really fast passes, inside centers are definitely something to look at. With that being said, there's an alley-oop caught by me and another +1 upgrade. And then the next possession on offense, they lose me in transition and a wide open dunk, making it 16-11. Back down on defense though, off the inbound, he does hit a catch and shoot 3 here, bringing it back to a 2-point game. And then I was super impatient on the inbound. I pushed A. He steals the inbound pass, dribbles it out, wide open again, knocks down another 3, giving them the lead. That's okay though, we're still in the game, coming down, my lockdown's dribbling for some reason, but I go backdoor, he finds me, and that's another dunk for another +1. Down on defense, my man as a center has hit 2 in a row, and in this game, people just don't hit 3 in a row that consistently, so I'm leaving him open. Grabbing the rebound, throwing it all the way down to my guard for a wide open 3, giving us another win. Love to see the wins come through, but you also love to see these upgrades, and you guys saw it in the gameplay, we got 6 dunks that game, so we're going to be able to go all the way up to a 75 overall. We're going to max our rebounding here, which we'll be able to cap break in a second, but we're also going to throw some on strength and get that all the way up to an 80, making us a 75 overall. Those games with a bunch of dunks are huge for this challenge, so after 59,000 VC spent, we are officially a 75 overall. Not only that though, we're able to put our cap breakers on now that we maxed our rebound, giving us a 99 offensive rebound on this build. You saw how good the finishing already is. Now we're going to have the defense to go along with it. This is what I'm talking about when I say it gets easier the more dunks we get, because now our build's actually viable. Getting into the next game, we're able to help out a little bit more than only on offense, dunking wide open dunks. Now we're going to start grabbing rebounds for the team, making this a whole lot easier. Here we are though, starting out this one as a 75 overall, getting better and better every single game, but let's see what we can get done in this one. Not too much was happening the first few possessions, but we do end up getting a roll here and a wide open dunk, making it 6-5 early on in the game. Back down on offense. We're back at it, trying to force it to me. I hit the lockdown wide open, throws it back to me, and then I put it up right over the other team's guard, making it 8-5. Running a little bit in transition here. My guard tries to throw a lob. I can't make that one, but he gets the rebound. Back down to me, wide open standing dunk, and another +1 upgrade. They weren't going to let us just sit and dunk on him though. They are going to find the shooting guard wide open in the corner, knocking that one down, tying the game at 10. Then we got to stop. We're out in transition. My guard's going to hit me, cutting down the middle of the lane. I'm dunking that one, putting us down by 1, 12-13, and giving me another +1 upgrade. I sound like a broken record saying that, but I was getting a ton of dunks, and it's the whole point of the video, so I love to see those go in. I picked up in the paint here when I probably shouldn't have. Left the center wide open. He knocks that down, giving them a 4-point lead. But who cares about defense at the end of the day? Let me get these dunks wide open. We got a whole bunch of them already this game. Down 4 though. Guard combos up with takeover, shoots from behind half court, knocks it down, and we end up losing this one. But even after a loss, we did get 4 dunks that game, which is going to bring us all the way up to a 79 overall. So I'm going right back to my physicals over here. I'm going to try to get my strength as high as I can, and I think we do end up maxing it out here. Yeah, we do. So we're going to end up getting a 94 strength before my cat breakers, which like I mentioned earlier on, we will be putting cat breakers on that, just the level 41s. And then we're going to throw a little bit on rebound here, get that up to a 70, spend the VC and make us a 79 overall. We've made so much progress already, but we still need 20 dunks to become a 99. I'm checking out my badges, my elevators, and I do end up throwing my elevator on rebound chaser so I can get that up to Hall of Fame. And then I just have to work it up to legend. And rebounding is one of the most important parts of the build. So that's why I wanted to make sure to get that up as fast as possible. But with our Hall of Fame rebound chaser, we're getting into the next game, and I do have to block these guys' name out too. So that's why I'm not including an intro for this game. So many of these Pro-Am teams just got names you really can't show on YouTube. But with that aside, the guard ends up starting out the game cooking up. Didn't have time to switch the lockdown on him, and he does end up beating the guard, shooting right over him, giving him a 3-0 lead to start the game. We're coming down though, and their person that they had playing center was only 6'7", so I kind of ate in the paint this game. Even though I didn't dunk this, I did end up making a contested layup that was somehow open. Then I am back into the pick and roll with my guard. Center steps up as soon as I see that I'm going right to the paint, wide open dunk, another +1 upgrade. But we are not stopping there. Like I said, this dude's only 6'7". I'm taking him right to the paint, drop stepping in, pump fake, and getting the dunk off, giving us another upgrade. I was absolutely cooking in the paint. There's another dunk. We're still down 4, but we found out the dude I was guarding couldn't shoot. That comes into play a little bit later on. And yet again, going right over him, dunking that one, making it 10-12. And then running right down the middle of the paint, knowing he can't stop me down there. Rising up and throwing down a reverse dunk right over him with a shooting foul. And again, he stepped up on my guard here for some reason, leaving me wide open. Another dunk. We're now only down 4 points, and we have a whole bunch of dunks for upgrades this game. Now back with the ball though, still got a chance to win it. Slipping on my guard screen, finding myself wide open in the paint again. This is a huge game for our challenge, a huge game for the video. Love to see these games with high dunks, and it makes our challenge way, way easier. We are down 2 here though. The guard ends up going baseline. My lock helped out of the corner for some reason, leaving his guy wide open, knocks it down for a game. We did end up losing, but on the bright side, we got a ton so after of dunks, that massive like 7-dunk game, we're going to be able to go all the way from a 79 overall to an 86 overall. So I'm looking, thinking if I want to max my finishing or do something to my finishing, thinking about pass accuracy, but I do end up going all the way over to my physicals. Those are always a good thing to max out. I want to be able to get up and down the court as fast as possible, play a little bit of defense. So after that, we're going to have max speed, max agility, max defensive rebound at a 90, and then going all the way over, I'm going to start working on our pass accuracy, getting that all the way up to a 91, and making our build an 86 overall. Like I said, that's a huge game for the video. It's a huge game for the challenge, and our build just got a whole lot better. Let's see what we can do at an 86. Getting into the next one here, as you can see, our record's not that great, but we are 2-5 after starting on a 60 overall. We're all the way up to an 86 in this game and playing a pretty decent team. And now that my build's a little bit better, we are 13 dunks away from a 99 overall. We're not trying to force it to me though. My guard's gonna hit a wide open corner fade, starting this game off right, giving us a 3-0 lead. And by him doing that, now the center has to start picking up, leaving me wide open for slips, giving me a dunk, which in a video like this is what we love to see. Again, running right down the middle, wide open, catching the lob. Even though it's only a 73 driving dunk, you guys see how big that green window is. The badges we have and the 90 standing definitely play into that. There's another standing dunk giving us a 9-3 lead in this one. But they're throwing it right back down the court, wide open to their shooting guard, dunking that one. But again, this is just another one of those centers that didn't know how to guard the pick and roll. I'm wide open again under the basket. We really love to see these games where I'm just dunking everything. I was really hoping for another one here, but they do give me a layup animation. Still taking the lead. Love to win the games too. And this is back what I was talking about inside center. See this? I set the screen, my guard's wide open. You don't need to be able to shoot to create offense. It's as simple as if that center doesn't pick up, my guard's hitting the shot. And if he does pick up, I'm dunking the ball. Coming back down on the defensive end though, they do end up finding their lockdown on a backdoor cut, making it 19-18 in this one. And then my guard's gonna find himself wide open in the right corner, taking a fade for the game. And he can't knock that one down. That's okay though, he's hit some big shots throughout the video. They throw it all the way down right over my lockdown's head, and that is gonna be the game. Another loss, but we got a couple of wins coming up. But even with the losses, there's always a plus side. We're able to get a couple more upgrades after that one, going from an 86 to an 88 overall. I'm gonna go ahead and max out my pass accuracy, and then I'm gonna start working on my defense here, getting our block all the way up to an 84 overall. Like I said earlier, I'll eventually be putting my other cat breakers on that. But for now, we are an 88 overall getting into the next game. Our stats and our build overall are starting to look a lot better. And the first couple possessions of this game weren't anything crazy, but I do get myself wide open on a backdoor here and get the first dunk of the game. Going into this one, we only need 11 dunks to make ourselves a 99 overall. I want to get as many as possible, try to get this done in the next 2 games. I'm going to hit a slip here, find myself wide open again. That's 2 already, and the score is only 8-3. These guys did try to make it a competitive game though. Finds himself wide open, knocks down the three, making it 8-6. But now that I'm starting to get my build up, there's nothing they can do to stop me in the paint. Throwing that one down. At this point, I think I put the Shaq dunk package on also, which started giving me way more dunk animations. They're completely lost here, finding me again wide open. Game's only halfway over, and I can already tell you I'm going to be getting a bunch of upgrades after this one. Throwing myself a self lob, dunking that one, doing it in style. Builders out here dunking just like DeAndre Jordan. The fact that I'm able to throw that off the backboard to myself is actually crazy. They come down and get themselves a bucket. It's still a close game, but even in a close one, we are dunking everything, catching this lob right over his head, making it 16-11 and giving us another +1 upgrade. Now that I know I can do self alleys on this build, I'm going to start spamming them. There's another one. And when I say spamming them, I mean spamming them. I'm doing it again out of the post here, throwing it off the backboard. I do end up getting a layup, though. We're not counting that. And then I got my fair share of dunks this game. My guard's going to go ahead and finish it off 22-11. Really couldn't ask for a better game there. A whole bunch of dunks and the win. You really love to see it, so let's get into these upgrades. And with a massive 7 dunks that game, we're going to be able to go from an 88 all the way to a 95 overall. The finish line for this build is in sight. We are maxing our block, maxing our steal, maxing our perimeter defense. Gonna upgrade our interior and max that out too. And then we're gonna go over to the close shot, start putting some stuff into that. You guys see how big these 7 overalls are because we're able to max all of that stuff out and still put some on our close shot. And then we are getting into what I hope is the last game of the video as a 95 overall, playing the same guys we just played last game somehow. Even took a few minutes in between games and still got matched up with the same people. Going into this one, we are 4 dunks away from a 99 overall max DeAndre Jordan build. And we have the stats to actually play now. Our build is decent. We still don't have a ton of badges, but I'm definitely going to be forcing up 4 dunks this game. And we are starting this one off with a nice little pick and roll right under the basket, reverse dunk right over their center. That makes it 3 dunks to go until we are maxed at a 99. Like I said, though, I'm trying to force it. I miss a layup, grab my own offensive rebound, and dunk right over the top of him in classic DeAndre Jordan style, making us 2 dunks away from a 99, and then he sees me on the break. 3 plays in a row, 3 dunks. At this point, we are looking at about a 98 overall. Have to end it in style, throwing a self lob off the backboard to myself right over the top of him. And with that dunk, we will be a 99 overall after this game, but we might as well finish it out, might as well win the game. At this point, we're up 14-2. It's all but over. My guard's going to pull this one up. I'm going to grab the offensive rebound. 1 more dunk just to cement the 99. On the break, up 20-5. He tries to lob it to me, but the AI takes it. I grab the offensive rebound, lay it in to win the game. Not too much to say about the game itself, though. Let's get into these attributes and become a 99 overall. We have done it. We have our 39 dunks to bring us from 60 to 99 overall. You guys are going to see the completed build here in a second. I have more gameplay dropping on this. I've already been running it in the rec. It's absolutely crazy how many rebounds we get. The assists are never ending with how high our pass accuracy is. Inside centers are super viable this year. And I will have a video on this build breaking down every little thing about it. So if you're interested in a more in-depth breakdown, stay tuned for that. Now that we're maxed, I am going to go in and add that extra cap breaker to strength. As you can see, I could put it all the way up to 99 if I keep getting those +1 cap breakers. But here's officially the finished build at a 99 overall. You guys saw all 39 dunks throughout the video. I had a ton of fun recording this one, and this is a build you will definitely see games from me in the future. And if you're watching this a couple days after it's posted, I will have my DeAndre Jordan build video out on my channel as well, so make sure you're checking that out. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate you watching it all the way through. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out, and I will catch you in the next one.